Welcome to our US briefing show, everyone. Today, we're diving into some exciting international and domestic news. First up, President Donald Trump had a lively meeting with South Korean President Lee Jae-myung at the White House. They discussed North Korea's Kim Jong-un, with Trump expressing a wish to meet Kim this year. The chat also covered US-South Korea trade, military bases, and expanding cooperation, all wrapped up in a surprisingly friendly vibe. Trump even threw in some criticism about recent church raids in South Korea, but overall, it was a positive day. Next, we turn our attention to the high-stakes world of trade and technology. Trump has renewed his threat to slap a staggering 200% tariff on China's rare earth minerals, those tiny but mighty elements crucial for electronics and electric vehicles. China's control over these resources gives it serious leverage, and experts say escalating tariffs might not shake things up much. Meanwhile, China is making big strides in invisibility tech, advanced military gear, and clean energy, showing that the US and China are locked in a high-tech chess game. Finally, there's some concerning news from the US energy front. A wind project near Rhode Island, supported by Ørsted, has been halted by the Trump administration over national security concerns. This project, nearly finished and capable of powering 350,000 homes, faces indefinite suspension, risking thousands of jobs and higher energy costs. Critics say this move could slow down renewable energy growth at a crucial time. Please stay tuned as we continue to explore these stories and more. Please continue to watch for the detailed content. According to Deutsche Welle, during a White House meeting, Donald Trump warmly welcomed South Korean President Lee Jae-myung, emphasizing the importance of North Korea in regional diplomacy. Trump expressed his desire to meet with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un within the year, boasting of his very good relationships with Kim and even suggesting that his rapport with Kim's sister, Kim Yo-jong, might be unparalleled. The leaders discussed expanding cooperation in shipbuilding and manufacturing, with Trump also proposing that the US seek ownership of the land where its military bases are situated in South Korea, calling for increased South Korean contributions toward hosting American troops. Despite the friendly tone, Trump unexpectedly criticized South Korea on social media hours before the meeting, raising concerns over recent raids on churches linked to the Unification Church, which has been under investigation for lobbying activities and tax status issues. This juxtaposition of diplomatic warmth and abrupt social media accusations paints a complex picture of Trump's approach to diplomacy and regional affairs. The South China Morning Post highlights the strategic significance of rare earth elements in global trade tensions, especially between the US and China. Trump's recent threats of imposing 200% tariffs on China's supply of rare earth magnets underscore how these critical minerals serve as leverage in trade negotiations. Analysts reveal that despite the US's vocal threats, China's near monopoly over rare earth mining and processing grants it substantial control, allowing Beijing to adjust export policies based on diplomatic and economic pressures. The export restrictions imposed earlier this year caused a sharp decline in US imports of magnets, temporarily disrupting industries like automotive manufacturing, but recent increases in shipments indicate ongoing negotiations. Experts warn that despite high-level pledges to de-escalate, the critical role of rare earths in modern technology will likely keep this issue at the center of US-China tensions, with Beijing poised to use its dominance as a strategic tool unless significant concessions are made. The South China Morning Post also reports on China's technological advancements and strategic investments, including breakthroughs in invisibility radar technology for early warning aircraft and the development of remotely controlled cyborg cockroaches for disaster relief. These innovations demonstrate China's commitment to maintaining its technological edge and expanding its military and civilian capabilities. Furthermore, China continues to invest heavily in new energy infrastructure, electric vehicle networks, and neutrino detection technology, reaffirming its position as a global leader in energy and scientific research. Meanwhile, Trump announced plans to increase the number of Chinese students studying in the US to 600,000, signaling a continued engagement with China despite ongoing trade frictions. These developments reflect a complex landscape of technological rivalry, strategic military advancements, and diplomatic negotiations shaping the future of US-China relations. CNN reports that the United States faces a significant setback in its renewable energy efforts as the Trump administration abruptly halts the nearly finished Revolution Wind offshore wind project off Rhode Island. This decision, citing national security concerns without providing specifics, has put over 2,500 American jobs at risk, including construction, shipbuilding, and manufacturing roles, with hundreds more union workers involved. The project, which was 80% complete and scheduled for completion next year, had the potential to power over 350,000 homes in Rhode Island and Connecticut, regions already burdened with high electricity prices. Regional leaders, like Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont, condemned the move, warning it would harm the economy and regional grid reliability. Union leaders expressed outrage, calling the cancellation reckless and a betrayal of workers who had voted for the administration, emphasizing the absurdity of stopping a project so close to completion and the devastating impact on local employment. CNN also details AT&T's strategic move to strengthen its 5G and fiber networks by purchasing wireless spectrum licenses from EchoStar for approximately $23 billion. This deal, encouraged by President Trump in June amid FCC investigations into EchoStar's compliance obligations, aims to bolster AT&T's spectrum holdings across more than 400 markets nationwide, enhancing its low and mid-band capabilities. The investment comes at a time when the telecom giant is expanding its offerings, including bundling high-speed fiber with mobile services, which has resonated with consumers. The purchase is part of AT&T's broader plan to finance growth through cash reserves and borrowing, with the company reaffirming its 2025 financial goals. Meanwhile, EchoStar's shares surged over 40% pre-market, reflecting investor optimism about the deal's potential to secure its long-term success and enable it to operate as a hybrid mobile network provider under the Boost Mobile brand. In a more personal and heartfelt revelation, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, shares intimate details of her relationship with Prince Harry in the second season of her Netflix series, With Love, Meghan. She recounts their romantic beginning in Botswana, where their bond deepened during a 5-day camping trip, and reveals that Harry was the first to say, "I love you." Meghan also humorously discusses her husband's dislike of lobster and shares tender stories about their children, Archie and Lilibet, describing Archie as the most tender, sweet, adorable child of all time. Reflecting on her life in the United States since stepping back from royal duties, Meghan admits she misses the UK's Magic radio station and fondly recalls her acting days, including her nervousness during auditions. Her candid insights paint a vivid picture of her transition from royal life to motherhood and her ongoing connection to her roots, blending personal anecdotes with reflections on her new life in California. The foreign policy article paints a vivid picture of a groundbreaking moment in the Caucasus, where Armenia and Azerbaijan have taken a monumental step toward peace after decades of conflict. The Washington summit on August 8, which saw the signing of a framework agreement, signifies a potential end to a conflict that has long been fueled by regional powers like Russia, Turkey, and Iran. This agreement is not just about territorial disputes but also about reshaping regional dynamics, unlocking trade routes, fostering economic investments, and positioning the United States as a significant player in a region historically dominated by Moscow and its allies. The deal aims to establish a lasting peace by recognizing territorial integrity, demarcating borders, and normalizing diplomatic relations, with hopes of integrating Armenia into broader regional transit networks and improving its relations with Turkey. However, the path forward is fraught with challenges, including unresolved issues like the corridor through Armenia, constitutional changes, and deep-seated mistrust. The region's fragile peace hinges on sustained commitments from all parties, amid external pressures from Russia and Iran, which view increased U.S. involvement with suspicion. The article underscores the delicate balance of regional power, the importance of U.S. diplomacy, and the significant, yet uncertain, prospects for long-term stability in the South Caucasus. The Associated Press feature on Jeremy Allen White's portrayal of Bruce Springsteen in Deliver Me From Nowhere offers a heartfelt exploration of artistic dedication and authenticity. White, a seasoned actor known for his Emmy-winning role in The Bear, stepped into the daunting shoes of the legendary musician with a mixture of humility and resolve, despite having no prior singing experience. The film, directed by Scott Cooper, diverges from traditional biopics by zeroing in on Springsteen's creative process during the making of his 1982 album Nebraska, emphasizing emotional truth over glossy spectacle. White's preparation involved intense vocal coaching and recording sessions that fostered a genuine connection to Springsteen's music, culminating in a deeply personal performance that captures the essence of the artist's introspective and resilient spirit. The film also highlights Springsteen's role as a moral voice and cultural symbol, emphasizing his authenticity amid political turmoil and personal tragedy. Cooper's own struggles during production, losing his father and his house, add a layer of emotional resonance, with Springsteen's presence providing solace and inspiration. Ultimately, the film is portrayed as a reflection on America's soul, with White's transformative performance and Springsteen's honest artistry serving as a testament to the power of truth and vulnerability in storytelling. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.